Hi there, Scorpio. This is going to be a reading on what's going on with you. Um, so just take in whatever resonates and leave the rest behind. This could be just a message that you need to hear. Um, Please keep in mind that these readings are for entertainment purposes only. Maybe, like I said, you just need to listen to a certain message, something that you needed to hear, or remind you of something, or yeah, that's pretty much it. You have free will, so never give your full energy to any kind of tarot reading. You have free will to change your destiny at any given moment. It's all up to you. It's just that some of the messages might resonate. So here we go. As far as your recent past, you have the Devil, you have the Seven of Wands, you have the Three of Pentacles, Justice, Six of Pentacles, King of Cups, and Two of Swords. So it looks like there was a lot of maybe, I don't know if it's negative energy, you just kind of felt stuck, or maybe you just felt like there was no way out of getting out of a certain situation, something that you had been going through. That led you to be a little bit more standing up for what you feel is right for you. Maybe you weren't standing up for yourself as much as you should have when it comes to collaborating with other people. Maybe people were asking too much of you and you decided to kind of say no, and kind of being fair to yourself. Maybe in the recent past you probably received gifts from somebody, or maybe there was a lot of giving. Maybe you were giving too much and you kind of decided to stand up for yourself and kind of make things kind of equal, like make things just with the justice here. Maybe there was legal issues that you have been going through that led you to have to collaborate with certain people, or somebody having to give you a gift, but I'm feeling maybe there was something, or maybe you were just giving too much of yourself to a certain situation. Again, it could be a certain situation that you're going through yourself. It could be another person. It could be a romantic interest. We're all going through different things. So for everybody, it could be different. It could be somebody at work. So you take it as you see fit. There was a lot of emotions here. Maybe there was a King of Cups, which is maybe a Scorpio, Cancer, or a Pisces that was involved here, giving you a helping hand, making things right with you. Somebody that was giving, or maybe you could be that person that was just giving too much of yourself to others. So that led you to come in to make a choice, and it talks about having to make a choice that's a head over heart decision. Maybe you started to think more logically and thought, okay, I'm giving too much and this is becoming too much for me. Yeah, so you had to make a choice to change things around, maybe choose yourself. As far as your the present energy that I have for you, you feel like you're needing to take a break from certain things. Maybe you're wanting to go on vacation, not to think of certain situations. It could have to do with something to having to do with somebody somebody that brings you a lot of childhood memories. It could have to do with a child. It could have to do with maybe even a home, maybe even a house. But there's a lot of memories that you are having that maybe you need to take a break from. Maybe you feel right now that you need to take a leap of faith and adventure out to something new. There is a Page of Pentacles here as well. So maybe you are thinking of planning out new things, maybe at work, maybe trying to plan out and writing things down. Something that's going to lead you to an emotional fulfillment, a happy home, emotional, total happiness. So you're working on that. Maybe that can have to do with maybe just taking chances to venture out. This person has a backpack, so venture out to kind of go, kind of taking a new journey, and venturing out. Maybe you're venturing out to a city. Maybe you live in a big city, but you're making new plans, maybe for work or in a certain situation that's going to bring you a lot of emotional fulfillment. You're going to be waiting on any expansions. Maybe there's expansions coming in, and you are trying to make the right choice as to what to do. Maybe spending your money wisely. And there's also a King of Wands here. So right now, at what I'm seeing is you have the vitality, you have the energy, and you have the drive to get things done. You have the innocence, you have good memories with you. So maybe what you need to do is kind of take a break, restore your energy and your vitality, so you are able to venture out to these new situations that you are going to be going through or are going through at the moment. As far as the future, you have a wish fulfillment, a wish that's coming true. Maybe you're juggling finances at the moment, but maybe you're deciding to cut things off because you feel, or maybe something needs to change, something needs to die and a transformation that is leading you to a choice to be more flexible. Maybe it had to do with something that you were brokenhearted about. So it's just telling you to make sure that you seek out balance and not to do too much excessively, because it can lead you to like a tower moment, to kind of like a shakeup or something unexpected. But I see you focusing in the future in your work, or mastering something that you really enjoy and like. You're just like mega focused on determined on certain things that you're wanting to do in your life, and maybe it had to do with something that just fell apart. You're trying to seek balance, something that broke your heart that needed to transform. Again, it could have to do with finances, or maybe juggling. You felt like you were juggling too much, but it's going to lead you to a wish come true. So I think that's pretty good. You're dealing with endings here. Maybe you felt like you just felt like you were burdened too much with certain things. You felt like there was no getting out of certain situations. But there is endings here. You completed the cycle already. The 10s talks about completion. So with you're completing certain cycles, and you're learning from them, and just making sure that you're not repeating the same cycles again. There is destiny that is here at play. So maybe what you went through was something that you were meant to go through. But faith and destiny. Faith is telling you that there is something good coming in after all the chaos that you have been going through. So that is what I'm picking up at the moment. So just have faith, and make sure that you're not repeating the same cycles again. Learn from your mistakes and not repeat the same things, so good fortune can come to you, because there is good stuff coming in after the chaos and the feeling burden. Some as far as you physically right now, you feel like you are bound by certain situations. You feel like you want to escape, take a break, maybe just not deal with certain things. But keep in mind that this is leading you to a wish come true. So yeah, just like I said, like I was telling you with these cards, As far as people around you, there's people that are wanting to hold back, or maybe you feel like you're needing to hold back from certain people. And this could be maybe another Scorpio, or maybe holding back holding back and defending your ground on something that maybe a childhood friend. It could be a family member, somebody that you've known for a very long time, since you were a child, maybe. Yeah, so maybe just making sure that you are being a little bit more flexible, or maybe having to choose over one thing or the other. Yeah, juggling things here. You felt like you were juggling too much, and you had to maybe stand up for yourself and say, okay, this is the limit that I'm getting to, and that's pretty much it. As far as your unconscious, how you are feeling inside, internally, you are feeling like you are wanting to work with somebody. Maybe there is somebody that's wanting to work with you, and you're willing to work with them and collaborate and kind of put in energy to achieve something. And maybe it could have to do with work, since there's pentacles here. You're wanting to have new beginnings here, but in order to have those new beginnings, you feel like something needs to end. Like you need to cut some ties with certain things or situations or people to be able to start fresh. Yeah, because the death card talks about transformation, transforming something, or transmuting negative energy into a positive energy, and maybe that will lead you to have a better outcome, taking chances and being able to kind of materialize something with somebody. And that is how you're feeling internally. As far as what you are expressing out to the world, you feel that you are dealing maybe with either a lot of legal issues, that you need to find a new form of way to create maybe money, that's leading you to a broken heart. Maybe you feel like that there is not enough fairness here, and that's making you feel like broken heart, or that like you can't do it. But there is stability here. So as long as you plan out things right and correctly and do things morally, you could have a good outcome and kind of put this broken heart aside. Maybe not dwell on this too much, because that's what you're expressing out to the world. Maybe a lot of suffering, things not being right, maybe. But yeah, just kind of plan things out correctly so they can come out good, and act with correct morals. And yeah, maybe things will come out in a better way. As far as what's blocking you is maybe you were giving too much of yourself, you were giving too much of yourself to a certain situation, person, or there's two women here. Maybe you will get pouring out too much, giving too much energy, or helping out two women, or it could be men, whatever. But I'm picking up two women here. You were giving out too much of your energy or too much of yourself, helping somebody else out a whole lot, and that is blocking you from you getting to your full emotional fulfillment here. And so maybe stop giving so much, do equal give and take, and just do the right thing, what is right for yourself and not for anybody else. As long as it's just, and it's equally, and it's moral, then things should come out okay, because you have emotional fulfillment here, and also not doing things excessively. So yeah, kind of how how I was telling you, not giving too much of yourself. I'm picking up not giving too much of yourself to a certain group of people can lead you to a full emotional new beginning, or a fulfillment, maybe a happy home, a happy family, a happy life. As far as what's in your favor, maybe there is a King of Cups here, somebody that is emotional towards you, that can help you see things out. Maybe help you see what other avenues you can take and fulfill. Yeah, so a King of Cups is usually somebody that is a Scorpio, Pisces, or a Cancer. This is somebody that's very emotional and will give, like, they'll take the shirt off their back to give it to you if you needed to. So you do have that in your favor. You have help here. You have emotional help here, helping you see out what you can bring in for yourself. And maybe something that fell apart needed to fall apart so you can build it correctly this time around, and build it with structure, and build it with force, and build it with energy, with passion, with drive, with what you envision that to come in for yourself. Also, as far as the outcome is, you're gonna have to be making a choice. And usually with the Two of Swords, it talks about making a head over heart decision. So maybe not thinking so much emotionally, but thinking more logically and practical can get you the outcome and give you the drive and the energy as to what you need to do next. You are going to be working a lot and trying to perfect a certain craft, and it could be work, it could be love, it could be, everybody has a different situation, it could be family, whatever your situation is. You're going to be mastering that craft and getting it down to perfection because you have the drive here. All you have to do is make the right choice. Anything else? As long as you plan things out right. And also, being able to take more chances here. Letting things go. Anything that makes you feel heartbroken, kind of, I know it's hard to say let it go, but kind of think in a positive way and think maybe things happen for a reason, and they're happening to me for a reason, and now it's time to rebuild, and this time even stronger. I hope that is making sense. Let me see if there's any other messages I want to come in for you. Somebody's in their feelings, so I don't know if it's you that's feeling very emotional at the moment, or somebody is feeling emotional about you or a certain situation, somebody around you. Somebody is burning evidence. Maybe somebody got caught up. Somebody is found evidence getting caught. Maybe somebody got caught cheating and they're trying to burn the evidence, and now they're in their feelings about it. You tell me if that resonates with you. Any other messages for Scorpio? Yeah, you feel like you're needing to run away from a certain situation. Maybe you're not wanting to deal with somebody that's like this, or vice versa. Somebody's running away from you, but I feel like you're running away from a certain situation. You're not trying to get caught up in somebody else's drama, and which you shouldn't. You should go for your own goals. And just like, I said, maybe you're trying to run away from certain situations, and maybe you just need a rest. Maybe at the moment you're feeling a little insecure. Any other messages for Scorpio? Yeah, somebody feels destroyed, shattered, broken because they fucked up. They made a bad choice. And you're kicking certain things to the curb. Kicking things that maybe... kicking things to the curb that no longer serve you. Transforming from it. From this broken heart. Things that leave you just stagnant. And you're going to be going for what you really need to go for as soon as you make a choice. Maybe you need to watch out. Somebody could be recording, or maybe there's an announcement coming in, or expression, or revealing certain expressions. So maybe watch out for that. There's a great actor around you putting on a show, so watch out for that as well. So that is what I have for you, Scorpio. I hope you resonated with this reading, and yeah, I hope you just connected with it. If you did, please comment. Don't forget to like, share it with anybody that you think might need to see it, or you might want to share it with. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Thank you so much, Scorpio, and I hope you have a very Merry Christmas if I don't see you by then. Bye.